Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Solana or SOL charts and take a look at perhaps the next move for SOL's price. So with that being said, let's get right to it. And we will start over here on the daily candles for SOL, USDT, Binance Exchange, and each one of these candles or bars represents a day of price action. So before we get into all the indicators and drawing tools, patterns, the first thing that stands out to me is SOL's price has finally broke the pattern of lower high, lower high, lower high, and lower low, lower low, lower low, lower lows. It has now set a higher low and looks to be setting up for a higher high. And thus, the price has broken out of the pattern of lower highs and lower lows. And in fact, that breakout was a breakout of a pattern that a lot of folks had been watching, and that would be this inverse head and shoulders. Now, to me, it looked more like a double top, and I was looking for the price to break down, but we don't make predictions. In my last video, I didn't predict what way the price would break. I actually drew out both possibilities, and if the price were to break out towards the top side, we had a target up here around 23, and in fact, it not only met that target, it blew past that target, and then eventually ran into resistance where the price has wicked into around $25. And in fact, today, it looks like the bulls had pushed the price right up back up into that 25 level and test that resistance. So to better understand support and resistance levels, we can drop in the Recon AutoFib retracement levels. And don't you know, the 50% level is coming in right here at 24.73, and you can see the price of SOL has wicked right into that level, and thus this 50% level is a valid level of resistance. Now, if the bulls can crush through this 50% level, and for me, I'd like to see the price actually close above 25, then the bulls could have their sights set on the next target, and that would be up here at the 382, which would be right around 26.48, call it 26.50. And then after the 382 level, they would have their sights set on the 236 level, which is coming in at around 28.64. Again, call it 28.50, which would be where all these wicks come into. You can see all the wicks wicking right into that blue line, which is your 236. That would probably be a very strong level of resistance. However, a breach of that level, and it's pretty much open air all the way back up here to 32, which is where this big wick came into. And so the bulls could push the price from around 28.50 to 29 all the way up to 32. Now, since I don't make predictions, we need to look at the flip side, and we need to look at what the bears might be looking to do. This move may have just been a giant bull trap. The price broke through resistance and pushed up and is now running into another level of resistance. This is a textbook bull trap if the bears are able to push this price down, and in reality they more than likely need to get the price back down below this 786 level, which is coming in at 20.50. However, the bulls will certainly be looking for support right here at the 618 level, and they kind of got support there on the wick of this candle here at around $23. Now, if the bears are able to get the price down below the 618 or 23, then the price of SOL could find support at 22, which would be this zone back here, where you can see that level was a strong level of resistance and could now flip into future support. However, if the bears are able to get the price down below 22, then more than likely they are headed back down here to 786 or 20.50 or the $20 level, which again was prior resistance. And again, the bulls would be looking for this level to be support. A break through the 786 and SOL's price is more than likely headed all the way back down here to around 1733. But with that all being said, both the bulls and the bears have their work cut out for them. There is strong levels of resistance toward the top side, and there is good possible levels of support on the downside. So right now the question is, who is in control of the battlefield? And the answer is the bulls. They have set a higher low and are setting up a higher high. And if we add in the Recon EMA ribbon, the bulls have pushed the price above the ribbon and in fact above the 120-day moving average, which is the orange line here, has now flipped white, much like you see back here where that moving average flipped white and the bulls got the price above the ribbon, and the ribbon flips bullish with the greens and blues on top of the yellows and the reds. Right now you can barely see it, but the green ribbon is now poking out above the red ribbon, and so this EMA ribbon appears about to flip. And if this ribbon flips, then we could see a move much like we saw back here where the price breaks out, perhaps comes back and tests the ribbon for support, and then moves higher. And so there is the possibility we get a little bit of a pullback into the ribbon and then a bounce off the ribbon and a move higher. Again, that would be the bullish scenario. Now on the flip side, if the bulls lose control of the battlefield and the price gets back down below the ribbon, well, you can see what happens to price action when it is below the EMA ribbon. The price basically gets trapped below that ribbon. But for now, the price of SOL is pumping. It's the beginning of October, or Uptober as people in crypto like to call it. So we will have to wait and see if the bulls can remain in control of this battlefield. So I think that's enough jaw-jacking for this video. If anything major happens over here on the charts, I will do an update video. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.